As we get older, we worry about our bones getting weaker and we worry about our muscles shrinking. But what if I told you that these are not two separate problems, but one single interconnected crisis? And what if the solution to support both could be found in a simple daily handful of seeds? Today, we are going to reveal 10 powerful seeds to strengthen your bones and rebuild your muscles at the same time. Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter, and to help us understand this deep structural connection in our bodies, we are joined by a physician who has spent his life teaching the wisdom of holistic health. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. You have framed this perfectly. We must think of the body like a house. The bones are the strong frame of the house, and the muscles are the strong walls that support and protect that frame. You cannot have one without the other. If the frame becomes weak, the walls will begin to crumble. If the walls are weak, the frame becomes vulnerable to damage. They are a team, and so we must learn to nourish them as a team.
And that is exactly what our guide is all about today. Dr. Hinohara is going to walk us through these 10 powerful seeds, and to make it very easy for you to understand, we have grouped them into 3 functional teams based on their primary job in the body. First, in part 2, we will cover the mineral powerhouses, which are the seeds specifically for building and maintaining your bone density. Then in part 3, we will talk about the protein builders, the seeds that are best for rebuilding your muscle mass and fighting sarcopenia. And finally, in part 4, we will explore the anti-inflammatory healers, the seeds that help to protect your joints, which is the important place where your bones and your muscles meet. It is a true blessing to have this wisdom to understand the beautiful, interconnected design of our bodies. If you are ready to learn how to feed your entire musculoskeletal system from the ground up, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and this guide is packed with powerful foundational knowledge. Okay, doctor, let's get right into your functional teams of seeds. As you so wisely said, the bones are the frame of the house, so we must start there. What is our first team of seeds? The one you call the mineral powerhouses for building strong bone density.
Yes. To have a strong and resilient frame for our house, we must provide the right building materials. Our first team of seeds provides the essential minerals that build the very structure of our bones. This powerful team includes sesame seeds, poppy seeds, and pumpkin seeds. These seeds are so very important for protecting us from the great fear of fractures as we get older. I had a patient, a 72-year-old woman. She went for her regular checkup with her doctor, and her bone density scan showed the early signs of osteopenia, which is the stage right before the more serious osteoporosis. The news frightened her very much. She had seen her own mother suffer terribly from a hip fracture, and her greatest fear in life was losing her independence in the same way. She did not want to rely only on medication. So, in addition to working closely with her doctor, we created a simple nutritional plan for her. The absolute foundation of that plan was a daily spoonful of these mineral-rich seeds. She would make a simple mix of sesame seeds and pumpkin seeds, and she would sprinkle it on her morning yogurt or on her evening salad every single day. 1 year later, she went back for her follow-up bone density scan. Her doctor was very pleased. He told her that her bone density had not gotten worse. In fact, it had remained stable and in some areas had even slightly improved. For her, this was a great victory. She felt that she was an active participant in protecting her own bones, from getting weaker.
That is a wonderful and a very hopeful story. Let's break down the science of why this specific team of seeds is so incredibly powerful for our bones. Let's start with the sesame seeds and the poppy seeds. As the source text for our video points out, these are two of the richest plant-based sources of calcium and phosphorus. These two minerals are the primary structural building blocks of our bone matrix. They are literally what gives your bones their hardness and their density. So by eating these seeds, you are providing the direct raw material that your body needs to maintain a strong and a resilient bone frame.
But it is not just about calcium. This is a common mistake people make.
That's exactly right. And this is where the third member of the team, the pumpkin seed, becomes so critically important. Pumpkin seeds are a true powerhouse of two other minerals, magnesium and zinc. And you can think of these two minerals as the construction workers that are needed to help the body use the calcium properly. Magnesium is absolutely essential for proper calcium metabolism. It helps to direct the calcium that you eat into your bones where it belongs, and it helps to keep it out of your soft tissues like your arteries where it can cause problems. And zinc is a critical helper mineral or a cofactor for the special cells in your body called osteoblasts. These are the cells that are responsible for building new healthy bone tissue. So without enough of these construction workers from the pumpkin seeds, the building blocks of calcium from the other seeds cannot be used effectively by your body. Now, doctor, the preparation of these seeds is very important for actually getting these minerals, isn't it?
Yes, it is a very important detail. For sesame seeds, it is always best to use them lightly toasted and then ground into a powder. The hard outer shell of the whole seed can make it very difficult for your body to break it down and absorb the calcium inside. You can grind them very easily in a simple coffee grinder at home, or you can use tahini, which is a wonderful paste that is made from ground sesame seeds. And for the pumpkin seeds, it is always best to choose the raw, unsalted versions. The very high heat of heavy roasting can damage some of the delicate nutrients in the seeds, and of course, the excess salt that is often added is not good for our blood pressure.
It is truly a blessing that nature has packed such a complete and intelligent bone-building formula into these tiny, humble seeds. So that first team of seeds, sesame, poppy, and pumpkin seeds, provides all the essential minerals that we need to build and to maintain a strong bone frame for our house. Now, doctor, we must talk about building the strong walls of that house. What is our second functional team of seeds, the one you call the protein builders for rebuilding muscle mass?
Yes, now that we have nourished the frame, we must build the strong muscles that will support and protect that bone frame. Our second team of seeds are true protein powerhouses, and they are perfect for fighting back against the gradual muscle loss that comes with aging. This powerful team includes hemp seeds, chia seeds, and sprouted pumpkin seeds. These seeds are so very important for fighting back against that feeling of frailty that so many seniors begin to experience. I had a patient, a man in his late 70s. He was a very proud man who had been strong his whole life. But he came to see me because he told me that he was starting to feel frail. He said he was losing his strength. It was becoming hard for him to lift a simple bag of groceries from the car, and he was worried that he no longer had the strength to safely pick up his young granddaughter when she came to visit. This loss of strength was stealing his confidence as a man and as a grandfather. We created a very simple plan for him. Every single morning, he would make a simple smoothie, and into that smoothie, he would add a large tablespoon of a mix of these three seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds, and sprouted pumpkin seeds. After a few months of this consistent daily habit, he came back to my office. He told me that he could feel the strength returning to his arms and to his legs, and he said with great pride in his voice, "Last weekend, I lifted my granddaughter up so she could see a butterfly on a high branch." He was not just rebuilding his muscles, he was rebuilding his role in his family.
That is a beautiful and a very powerful story. It shows how important our muscle strength is not just for our physical health, but for our joy and our identity. Let's break down the science of why this specific team of seeds is so incredibly effective for building muscle in a senior. Let's start with the hemp seeds and the chia seeds. What makes these two seeds so special and so powerful in the plant kingdom is that they are both complete proteins. This is very rare for a plant food. It means that they contain all 9 of the essential amino acids that your body cannot make on its own. They are providing your body with every single building block that it needs to be able to repair and to build new healthy muscle tissue.
And what about the sprouted pumpkin seeds? What makes them so special?
And then we have the sprouted pumpkin seeds, which is such an intelligent addition to this team. As the source text for our video notes, the simple process of sprouting the seeds does 2 wonderful things. First, it can actually increase the total protein content of the seed. But second, and even more importantly, the sprouting process helps to break down a natural compound in the seed called phytic acid. Phytic acid is what we call an anti-nutrient. It can bind to the important minerals in the seed and can prevent your body from fully absorbing them. By sprouting the seeds, you are not only getting more protein, but you are also making all of those wonderful bone-building minerals that we talked about in part 2, the zinc and the magnesium, even more bioavailable and much easier for your body to use. So this one simple seed is a brilliant strategy for supporting both your muscles and your bones at the same time. It is a wonderful example of how these simple blessed seeds are designed by nature to be a complete package of nourishment, providing everything our bodies need to stay strong.
And they are all very simple to use. As my patient did, blending them into a morning smoothie is a wonderful and a very easy way to get their benefits. The hemp seeds and the chia seeds can also be sprinkled directly onto your yogurt or your morning oatmeal. And for the sprouted pumpkin seeds, you can often find them pre-sprouted and ready to eat at a health food store, or you can very easily sprout them yourself at home. It is a simple process of soaking and rinsing them over a few days.
This is so hopeful, Doctor. It shows that we have so many wonderful natural tools to fight back against muscle loss. We love sharing this kind of wisdom with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love hearing from all of you. So we've now built the strong bone frame for our house with the mineral powerhouses, and we've built the strong muscle walls with the protein builders. But doctor, that beautiful house will not move or function well if the hinges on the doors and the windows are all rusty and painful. This brings us to our third and final functional team of seeds, the anti-inflammatory healers for our joints.
Yes, our bones and our muscles are connected by our precious joints. This final team of seeds is designed to help reduce the fire of inflammation that can cause so much pain and stiffness in those important joints. This healing team includes flax seeds, the amazing sacha inchi seeds, and fenugreek seeds. These seeds are so very important for the person who is struggling with 2 difficult problems at the same time. I had a patient, a woman in her late 70s. She not only had age-related muscle loss, which we call sarcopenia, but she also suffered from very painful osteoarthritis in her hips and in her knees. It was a very difficult and a very frustrating combination. Her muscles were weak, but she was in too much pain to be able to do the gentle exercises that she needed to do to get stronger. She felt very trapped. We created a nutritional plan for her that included all three of our teams of seeds, but we put a special emphasis on this anti-inflammatory team. Every single day she would add freshly ground flax seeds to her food, and she started taking just a small spoonful of a high-quality Sacha Inchi oil. After a few months of this consistent nourishment, she came back to my office. She told me that the constant nagging, deep ache in her joints had started to calm down. The reduction in her daily pain was the critical first step that then allowed her to begin the gentle exercises that she needed to do to finally start rebuilding her strength.
That is a wonderful and a very important story because it shows that you must first calm the pain before you can begin to build the strength. Let's look at the science of why this specific team of seeds is so effective. Let's start with the flax seeds and the incredible Sacha Inchi seed, which comes from the Amazon rainforest. Both of these seeds are two of the richest plant-based sources of the omega-3 fatty acid ALA. As we know from so many studies, these omega-3s are powerfully anti-inflammatory. They help to balance the body's inflammatory response at a deep cellular level, and they can directly help to reduce the pain and the swelling in an arthritic joint. Sacha Inchi is especially remarkable. As the source text for our video notes, over 60% of its content is this wonderful healing omega-3 oil.
And what about the fenugreek seed?
And the fenugreek seed is very unique and special. It is also a very powerful anti-inflammatory, but it works through a different set of natural compounds, including substances called saponins. So by using all three of these seeds in your diet, you are actually fighting inflammation from multiple different pathways in your body. It is a very intelligent and a very synergistic approach. Now, doctor, these seeds are powerful anti-inflammatories, but the source text for our video gives a very, very strong warning about a common mistake that can completely cancel out all of these wonderful benefits.
Yes, this is a very common mistake that I see people make all the time. Many people, thinking that they are being very healthy, will take these wonderful nutrient-rich seeds and they will mix them into a glass of a sweet commercial fruit juice or a bottled smoothie from the store.
And this can be a disaster for inflammation. Those commercial juices, because all of the natural protective fiber has been removed, are essentially just a glass of pure fructose or fruit sugar. When you drink a large dose of fructose like this, it causes a massive spike in your insulin, and it is very, very inflammatory to your body. You are trying to put out the fire with the anti-inflammatory seeds, but at the same time, you are pouring gasoline on the fire with the sugary juice, and the sugar will always win that battle.
So, the smart and the wise way to consume these seeds is to mix them with simple, clean water, or to add them to a bowl of unsweetened natural yogurt, or to sprinkle them on a savory dish, like a soup or a salad. You must avoid the sugary liquids to get the true healing benefit.
It is another powerful reminder to use these blessed natural foods in a simple and a mindful way, just as nature intended for them to be eaten. Doctor, this has been an incredible and a very complete guide. You have given us a full toolkit to help rebuild the house of our body. It is a powerful food-based and very affordable approach to senior health. We have the mineral powerhouses like sesame and pumpkin seeds to strengthen the bone frame of the house. We have the protein builders like hemp and chia seeds to build the strong muscle walls. And we have the anti-inflammatory healers like flax and Sacha Inchi to protect the joints where everything connects. This is a complete and a very holistic system for fighting back against sarcopenia. By incorporating a variety of seeds from all three of these teams, our viewers can take a powerful, holistic approach to fighting sarcopenia and protecting their precious bone density at the very same time. This knowledge is such an empowering part of a proactive senior health strategy. It is a practical daily way to give your body the specific tools that it needs to resist sarcopenia and to stay strong and independent for all the years to come.
I want to leave you with this one final thought. Your body is a beautiful and an interconnected system. You must not just feed your muscles. You must not just feed your bones. You must learn to feed the entire system. A simple spoonful of these different seeds each day is a powerful act of total holistic nourishment for your entire body.
That is a beautiful message, Doctor. To nourish the whole system. It is a wonderful reminder to be good stewards of our health by understanding how these blessed and humble seeds can provide such complete and intelligent support for the bodies we've been given. And of course, the wisest first step is always to speak with your personal doctor or a registered dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you have any existing health conditions. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes. If you found this guide empowering and are excited to try some of these seeds, please give this video a like so that others can find this vital information. And be sure to share it with a friend or a family member who you want to help stay strong and active as they age. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free and it ensures you will not miss our next deep dive into your health and well-being. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know, which of these 10 powerful seeds are you most excited to add to your diet this week? Please share your choice in the comments below. Your story might be the inspiration that someone else in our community needs to see today. Thank you for being with us. Be well.